me what to do. Now, that's
Guys, when somebody tells you what to do and you come up with, I can't do this because it hurt my back, or I can't do this because it hurt my knees, or I can't do that because it's too much noise, I can't do that because, when you come up with all these, people call that excuses.
Mama, I need to stay in my room.
Okay.
And you do things that make you want to say, please stop doing
Because the rest of the people in your house do things. Now, either you adjust yourself to the noise or whatever. You adjust yourself in your room. You either stick cotton in your ear or shut the door and I don't know what you do. But you can come up with an answer. Because if you don't, you might get kicked out of this house. Because we can't walk around quietly, pay the TV down low, and don't chewing gum and pop it, and because Joshua said, get your ass out of here. Get out. But you better make sure when you get out that you stay out.
And that's another thing I need to talk to you about.
What is that?
That is this, Mom. I have never had any confidence doing anything. So, as a matter of fact, if you want to take away my confidence, put me in something social. Try to make me do something social. That's the way it's always been. I'm not finished.
Everybody is faced with that.
I am not finished. I'm not finished. What would have been giving me confidence back then would be working on the practical things, and we never got around to that. And the year that I was really going to focus on that, well, and about me taking fields that y'all have no understanding with,
Yeah.
I'm not through with that either.
Well, then don't ask for us to help you with it because we don't know nothing about it.
I actually tried to do stuff that you were familiar with. Like photography, for one. Daddy went to take a photography class 1 year, and the next year I tried to do it.
Oh, there it is.
Where is it?
Adult life. Here it is. Health. You believe in health. The food you eat is what you shouldn't eat. Clothes. Washing them and hanging up and using the washing machine. Transportation. Driver's license. Repairing the van. Gasoline, oil, all that stuff. Changing tires and battery.
Yes.
Haha. I found it. Here it is. Money. Your job, your career, your bank account, and paying taxes. And Biden said, the reporter says, what do you think about inflation? You like inflation or something like that? And Biden turned around and said, that's the dumbest son of a... they got him on the mic. They got him on the mic. He said, what a stupidity. I like inflation. You shouldn't even ask that. Biden has a good heart, and he's trying to help his people, which is America. So you have to do certain things to help in other areas. So he has to raise taxes. He has to get money from people that would spend it on movies and popcorn and silly stuff like that. He has to raise the taxes to get the money back so he can do the stuff that needs to be done. Like fixing potholes and bridges that fall down and
well, why don't you stop those streaming services that do the romance and the crime waves and all the other stuff that people shouldn't be looking at? Anyway.
I'm sure he would when he get down to it, but he's got all this stuff and Putin. And these people holler, oh, America, we're just sending some more bombs and things. We need some more mechanical whatever.
Anyway, Mom.
This is what I'm... life is complicated, and for you to keep your nose above the water, you got to do some things that's uncomfortable. You have to do it. If you don't, you're gonna drown.
As I hear you, okay?
Mom,
I was trying to tell you that I did try to get into some fields where you or dad had some expertise in, and you're not paying attention to that.
it is not investment.
Will you?
That's the wrong field. That's a wrong field. Now,
I'm trying to. Okay.
you and I was talking about that boy that was fighting and they expelled him, and then they wouldn't want to put him. Somebody want to put him back in school, and the kids are going, yeah, bring him up, bring him in, bring it.
I stopped
Shoot
looking
his
at news
butt.
because they don't. I don't want to talk about that.
What? Well, you and I was discussing after they said on the news that this boy was fighting, and he hit the administrator, and so
I need you to stay where I'm showing you instead of dragging other stuff into it. Okay? Now, we had that conversation, but I can't stand that system. It makes me sick. It makes me.
Joshua, 45. Did I hear 45?
I don't know. I have to use the bathroom now.
Hurry up. I'm waiting. You gotta go. You got a doctor's appointment. I don't know what that is. Which one is it?
It was right there. That's all.
What'd you get?
I didn't start at the beginning.
Protect your heart from bitterness.
Yeah.
And where would bitterness come from?
I don't know.
Not being able, peace. Not being able to have peace. And so you go,
I wake up like that.
why?
Well, Mom, you need to pay, and you need to listen, and you need to stop.
Will you tell me why?
One,
You need to stop this. You need to curl your hair. You need to put on clothes. What? That ain't telling me how to help you to not wake up like that.
I wake up like that because when I talk to you, you don't listen.
Oh, yes, I do. I may not agree with your solution of it, but I listen. And we need to pray and ask God for his intervention, his angel of peace, so we don't have bitterness.
When I was a kid, I kind of thought about being a teacher, but that was short-lived. I didn't like being in the classroom as a kid. I never did.
The teacher is supposed to set the order of the classroom. The kids come in, blah, 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 and sharpening their pencils and throwing spitballs. No, the teacher said, hey, sit down and be quiet. Listen to me.
Okay.
The teacher is the one that sets the order.
Okay.
Otherwise, it would be, what's the word?
Total chaos.
Total chaos.
That's why I stay upset with you.
Why do you stay upset with me?
Because when I'm telling you something, you interject, and what I saw as a kid made me not want to be a teacher.
If you don't have somebody that will set the order and tell everybody else to sit down and shut up and say attention, if you don't have somebody to do that, you will have total chaos. And that's not good, because you won't get construction. You won't. The opposite of total chaos is
order.
Yes, sir. God is not the author of confusion.
Please.
So you're operating outside of what God says to happen. Okay? Do you understand that?
Yes. I'm trying to talk to you, and you. This is why I say you're not listening, because you keep.
Because your train keeps going off the track. And I'm trying to put you back on the track so you can get to where you gotta go.
I'm trying to.
Okay, I'm listening now.
Since Grandma died, I've been trying to find something that I like enough to try to make a career out of. I thought about being a teacher, but I couldn't handle it being a student. So I had to let that go. I tried photography until the computer crashed. And then, well, the point is, I actually did try to find something within your expertise or Daddy's expertise.
Well, you see, hold that book up. Hold it up. You see this book? You may not can see it. Conflict resolution.
Mm-hmm.
And this woman, June Hunt, she writes the book. She puts the Bible verses in it. If you want to have conflict resolution, solving your people problems. Do you hear me? Do you see it? Do you see the book?
Yeah, I see the book.
And I sent out for it. So you'll have a copy, I'll have a copy, and they have a copy. 3 copies of the book. Where's the copy? I don't know. Now, if you don't want peace, then you want the opposite of peace, which is total confusion. If you want peace, then you find a way to get peace. If you want it. So this is why I sent out for the books, make 3 copies of it, because I would like peace in this house. I really do. But we have to work at it, and we have to take in account of everybody's what do you call it? I heard Bishop Jake say proclivities. We have to take into consideration everybody's proclivities and work them in so that we will have peace.
Yeah, Mom, I'm listening.
Well, you need to read that book. And I think you put the book in the back box in the dining room.
Yes, Mom. And you bought several other books. They're supposed to be in a cardboard box.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what we gotta do?
Wait a minute.
Whoa. What we gotta do is keep those books in a card box or black plastic box. You said you put them under your bed.
Yeah.
We gotta get them, cause Daddy's gonna put them out in the storage room.
All right.
And we're gonna never see them again. And God knows we need them.
Well, look.
So I would tell you to get the plastic box and the cardboard box and put it under your bed, so he won't put it out in the storage room. She's talking all this stuff around here, all this, look at all this stuff. What? And the guy came over yesterday. He said, "You must be a teacher." I said, "Yeah, I taught elementary school." Well, I can tell because you got books everywhere. He don't understand. He don't understand the importance of the books and the CDs.
Okay.
Trying to keep you on track.
I'll see what I can do about putting books or something in my room, but I ain't got room for anything right now. I'm trying to get stuff out.
Okay.
Now,
Maybe you can put it back in the reading room. I don't know what happened to that reading room. That reading room looks bad. It looks like this right here.
I told you what happened to the reading room.
Which channel?
When Annabelle stopped coming over, we all started using that reading room as a storage room.
Jesus.
Now, I can get my room together and put those books in my room, fine. And I will try to read the book on conflict resolution with that Rubik's Cube on there, fine. You want to talk about having peace? I keep telling you about me and peace. Me being peaceful, I'm in my room and I'm not having to be called out or have to come out because someone's doing their. And I don't come out very often. I tried the earplugs. They broke off in my ear. The earbuds broke off in my ear. I tried the big headset. That squeezes me. I get headaches from that. And like I told you about chewing gum now, you've only done maybe 2 flavors. Mint and watermelon. I just love everything but mint. So, it's not the chewing gum. I beg you about the ticking and the popping because those noises, they just. Oh. Let me just say this to you this way. If you think you can teach me while you're doing stuff that makes me feel like. I don't think you're going to be able to teach me if you're going to do things that irritate me and then expect me to go along with it. I just don't think that can happen. I couldn't deal with the irritation at school.
They weren't addressing the problem at school. They were only teaching academics. They weren't teaching social skills and how to be respectful to each other. I tell you, Mark Twain was a bad student.
Mark Twain Middle School?
Mark Twain Middle? The girl would walk up and kick the boy in the butt. The principal said, teach our young women Mark Twain. What's the age?
11, 12, 13.
Preteen. That was the age level. When in high school, it was middle school. And so Mr. Tanner, the principal, when we had a teachers meeting, he said, teachers, teach your young women how to address themselves and walk up and say, hi, my name is such and such, and shake their hands, stuff like that. That's a social skill. Wasn't in the books. But the principal, Mr. Tanner, said, teachers, and Doglish was there. And he said, we need to teach our young women, young men, how to walk up and present themselves. And said, walk up and kick him in the butt. That's what the girl did. Oh my God, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I actually felt it, so.
But and he has to call him into his office and sit down and say, now look, you're a human being. This is the way you present yourself. And so he told the teachers, when they had the teacher meeting, y'all do this too.
Now, I gotta ask a stupid question here. Because I was kicked to the ground and kept being kicked when I was down. Was that what happened, or was it just one kick and then she...
It was one kick that he saw, but that was before you was born. When they employed me from the San Antonio Independent School District, they put me in Mark Twain Middle School.
Wow.
how would you feel if you saw two kids fighting? I said, well, I would try to separate them. And then we would try to sit down and talk about what the problem is. Tired. That's what they did. I came from North Texas. Set up the what do you call it? When you go and ask for a job, employment. That's what I did. They gave me whatever August or something. I come in at was it 1 o'clock? Mama took me. San Antonio Independent School District. I tell you where it is. Anyway. And as soon as I walked in, hello, Miss Stevens, Miss Powell, how are you? How would you like to teach 8th grade now? And I'm going, Now these kids, I'm telling you, these kids are different. They're different from the kids that you grew up with. And I'm going, hired. Report to Mark Twain Middle School such and such day at this time. Didn't teach no social skills, didn't have a book for it. But if you didn't teach that to the students, you had chaos in the room. And I mean chaos with a capital C. One day, I was on the second floor, and I was in my room, and the kids, bam, 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 and the kids ran to the door. I said, wait a minute. In the next room, the kids was fighting. Chairs going this way, and the teacher was standing out. They called the principal, and Mr. Gadetta. Can't forget that man. He was retired Army. And when we walked up in that room, they sit down and shut. He says, who started this fight? He took him by the collar and dragged him out of the room. Mr. Gadetta.